Hi, today we're going to talk about algebra etiquette. This is a little thing I've kind of made up. I don't know that you'll find it in any book. But when you go to a restaurant and you go to a fancy restaurant, one of the rules of eating at the restaurant is that you put your napkin on your lap. And do you think the waitress will serve you if you don't have your napkin on your lap? She will, of course, he or she will. But if you have your napkin on your lap, you are following the etiquette of being in a nice restaurant. So the rules I'm going to show you today are etiquette for algebra. You still can get the right answer and you still will get credit, but you will not be using the proper etiquette. So you won't be putting the napkin on your lap. Okay, the first thing is that when you have a variable and it's like 1x, you do not write the 1. It is understood. If, like I said, if you wrote the 1, I would give you credit, but you don't have to. Okay, when you have several variables, you put the variables in alphabetical order. So variables in alpha order. If you notice here, I did A, B, C. You also put the exponents in descending order. So here's a 3, here's a 2, here's a 1. So exponents in descending order, going from biggest to smallest. Then, when you write an expression like this number here is called the constant. Because it's all by itself, it has no variable, it remains constant. Whatever you see is what you get. You don't know, in this one, you don't know what that really equals because you don't know what the y equals. But this one, you know it's 3. It's going to remain constant. And constants always go last. And then I just want to make sure that you understand that when you have something like this, this is considered to be 3 terms. Term 1, term 2, term 3. Even though there are 2 things here, it's still considered 1 term because terms are separated by addition or subtraction, not multiplication or division. Okay, the last thing is that the number always goes before the variable. And this is something that in the beginning you all make that mistake where you say x3 instead of 3x. So the variable, the number is always going to go before the variable, and the number when it's next to a variable is called a coefficient. So the coefficient always goes before the variable. And the variable we've already talked about is the letter that represents a number. So that's our little bit of algebra etiquette.